I'm of beauty, I'm of splendor, I'll do all so sweet and fair. All must surely gazing in wonder at thy gifts so rich and rare. Rivers, valleys, hills, and mountains, all these gifts we do extol. Healthy land, so like all fountains, giving share that warms the soul.
Sports and community development with specific responsibility for youth and sports. Other members of cabinet and parliamentary secretaries, Ms. Lauren Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Lucien Blackmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, other Permanent Secretaries, Mr. John Roach, Chief Youth Development Officer and staff of the Youth Division, Ms. Nadia Pinan, Adult Education Officer and staff of the Adult Education Division, Mr. Jules Pascal, Sky Country Coordinator, Father Nigel Karam, Dean of the Roseau Cathedral, Ms. Sasha Pelty, instructors of Youth Skills Training and the Adult Education Program, graduates of the Youth Skills Training Program and Adult Education Program, parents and well-wishers of the graduating class, other invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Graduating from any institution of learning is always a major achievement, especially for young people. It is indeed a moment of great motivation, celebration, and reflection. You are precisely what is happening today. You are the reason why we are here. On the behalf of this phenomenal graduating class, I bid you welcome to this graduation ceremony. The government of Dominica, through our Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, had recently enunciated a policy reset within all important educational sectors. A key aspect of this paradigm shift was the technical, vocational, and skills training program. These sectors are critical to Dominica's developmental goals. We cannot aspire to be a progressive nation without paying significant emphasis on these areas. It means, therefore, that Dominica's thrust for advancement is in your very hands. The acquisition of such much-needed skills and knowledge shall also set you on the patio of economic independence. You are being positioned to make your buck, build your own business, and rise to the pinnacle of success, for this is where you belong. Graduates must become agents of progressive change in their life. Your parents, guardians, loved ones, well-wishers, tutors, and this government, yourselves and others, have invested heavily in your future. Your time to shine has come. Grasp this opportunity. Be vigilant. Be positive. Be passionate about this moment in your life as you strive assiduously to achieve. Believe in the reality of your potential to become the best that you can be. Your journey is far from climax. There is more to come. Set objectives. Plan your future. What is it that you must do from this moment onwards? This isn't an end, but a continuation of your drive towards the destination of success. The Dominica Labour Party government is a progressive entity that has proven itself through its policy framework to advance the cause of youth skills, technical, vocational, and other sectors. There is always room for improvement. We do not have all the answers. Your acquired skill base and expertise are important tools to help this government in fulfilling its purpose. We are always reassessing and evaluating all our programs to ensure that they meet set targets and objectives. It is part of your duty to take advantage of the many opportunities to advance your personal development in your field of interest. We are prepared to continue to facilitate you. Let us know just what your plans are. Come talk to us. Walk with your plans. Come see us, for we can also assist you to formulate and implement a workable plan. Establish strategic networks with your colleagues. Find out what the market needs. Talk to the right people. Learn from those who are experienced in your chosen fields. Humble yourself. Be hungry to learn. Be honest. Manage your life and your resources. Think big. Work even harder. Finally, we must always pay absolute homage to the Almighty Father. It is only through His divine mercies that we have seen this glorious day. It is only via His blessings that we can be successful. Nothing happens without the knowledge of God. We must not only work hard to become a success, but we must integrate our Almighty, the All-Almighty, into our lives so that our dreams can be transformed into a reality. Once again, I'd like to bid you welcome to the Youth Division and Adult Education Division Joint Graduation Ceremony under the theme, Skills for Economic Growth. Thank you very much.
Our thanks to Honorable Lockhart Hippolyte for offering the welcome remarks and for her words of encouragement to you, the graduates. Mr. John Roach is the Chief Youth Development Officer, and he will now present the status report.
Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence, Honorable Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte, Minister of State in the Ministry of Public Works, Public Utilities and Digital Economy, and Parliamentary Representative for the Roseau South constituency, Senator Honorable Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth Sports and Community Development, with specific responsibility for youth and sports, other members of Cabinet and Parliamentary Secretaries, Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Lucian Blackmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, other Permanent Secretaries, Ms. Nadia Pinard, Adult Education Officer, staff of the Adult Education Division and staff of the Youth Development Division, Mr. Jules Pascal, Sky Country Coordinator, Father Nigel Karam, Dean of the Rosary Cathedral, Ms. Tasha Peltier, Mr. Pius John Baptist, instructors of Youth Skills Training and Adult Education Program, graduates of the Youth Skills Training Program and Adult Education Program, parents and well-wishers of the graduating class, other invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. The 49th graduation ceremony of the Youth Skills Training Program represents 4 decades of social and economic empowerment of Dominican youth through this timely and efficiently managed facility, which has become a household name in Dominica. Today we celebrate the achievements of 277 young people, that is 126 young men and 161 young women, who successfully completed training in 23 modules during the period October 2021 to January 2023. Under the Youth Development Division's Digital Economic Thrust, 170 young people, 51 young men, and 119 young women completed a 4-month training program in computer literacy. At calls in Portsmouth, 10 young men, 16 young women with instructor Carla Matthew. At the Wesley Youth Resource Center, 7 young men and 15 young women with instructors Ayana Mitchell and Glenn Louis. At the Rosa Computer Lab, 22 young men and 54 young women with instructors Mariana Sanford, Milkwan Paquette, Leonard Green, and Ayana Mitchell. At the Layu Emergency Shelter, 7 young men, 23 young women with instructors Milkwan Paquette and Leonard Green. And at the Cassie Bruce Youth Enterprise Center, 8 young men and 9 young women with instructor Mariana Sanford. The Youth Division continues to conduct employment opportunity assessments throughout the various youth districts and provide the youth with opportunities which address their training and employment needs in all the skill areas. During the period October 2021 to January 2023, 107 young people, that is 75 young men and 32 young women, successfully complete training in the following modules. 16 young men and 1 young woman completed training in electrical installation at the Layu Emergency Shelter with instructor Watson Clinton Canovin. 9 young men completed training in building maintenance at the Rosa Youth Center with instructor Royston Mitchell. 10 young men completed training in building maintenance at the Dominica State Prison with instructor Franz Saint-Jean. 1 young man and 5 young women completed training in hospitality arts in calls in Portsmouth with instructor Heather Vidal. 2 young men and 22 young women completed training in hospitality arts at the Caribbean Exclusive Hospitality Institute at Castle Comfort with instructor Heather Vidal. 11 young men, 1 young woman completed training in stonewall construction at the Layu Emergency Shelter with instructor Julio Ferrara. 8 young men completed training in auto mechanics at the Grande Youth Enterprise Center with instructor Ian Irwin Rafa. 6 young men and 2 young women completed training in construction skills at the Marigot Youth Center in collaboration with the Maria Holder Memorial Trust and Argo Development Studios, Inc. 5 young men completed training in small engines repair in Portsmouth with instructor Ignatius Igna Michel. And 7 young men and 1 young woman completed training in furniture making in Granby with instructor Jeremiah Moransi. The October 2021 to January 2023 training programs were administered in collaboration with the Skills for Youth Employment in the Caribbean under the Youth Skills Economic Growth Project in the four Windward Islands, funded by the government of the United Kingdom through the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, FCDO. The resumption of the Youth Development Division programs following the passage of Hurricane Maria was a major challenge, particularly for the Youth Skills Training Program and the Youth Center Life Skills programs. This was mainly due to the destruction of the division's training facilities in Marigot, Dalis, Portsmouth, Roseau, Castlebruce, and Granby. This program suffered a further setback by the COVID-19 global pandemic, during which the programs were suspended. I would like to express our appreciation to Sky for the contribution of US $2,000 for the procurement of safety masks, automatic hand sanitizers, and infrared thermometers to facilitate the safe resumption of the programs. We are also grateful for the extension of the project and for the additional financial resources allocated to train an additional 110 young Dominicans. As the SKY project culminates at the end of March 2023, I proudly report that with the challenges encountered, we have surpassed our target of 360 on the SKY project and have successfully trained 372 young Dominicans 16 to 20 years old. I'm also elated to report the resumption of the computer literacy module at the Castlebruce Youth Enterprise Center, following its renovation by the young men and young women of the East, under the Youth Skills Training Program, with funding from the Citizenship by Investment Program and from the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office under the SKY project. While the division focuses on technical skill development and enterprise promotion, much emphasis is placed on the holistic formation of our young people. We recognize the importance of life skills and soft skills, such as self-esteem, leadership development, citizenship, remedial literacy and numeracy, health and family life education, office etiquette, social and business skills, and more recently, conflict mitigation, peer mediation, body system, anger and stress management were incorporated into the package. This holistic approach to youth development is one that separates the Youth Skills Training Program from other similar initiatives. The division continues to place much focus on the 40-year-old Youth Skills Training Program as its flagship program. In order to make an informed assessment of the situation of youth who have been trained under the Youth Skills Training Program, the Youth Development Division conducts periodic tracer studies. This is one of the instruments used to guide the service delivery strategy of the division. It provides relevant data on the impact of the program, particularly on the graduate's employment status following completion of the program. During the past 40 years, 8,786 Dominicans have been trained in almost 100 different disciplines under the Youth Skills Training Program, at an average of 220 trained per year. The most recent tracer study conducted on the Youth Skills Training Program for the period June 2017 to September 2021 indicated that from 298 graduates that were traced, which includes 129 males and 169 females, 172 graduates were employed following completion of their respective training programs. This represents 58% employment generation upon completion of the training. Given the level of competition from other training providers and the realities of the work environment, it is evident that the Youth Skills Training Program has and continues to make the desired impact on the social and economic empowerment among our young men and young women in Dominica. In our efforts to build a more resilient Dominica, the Youth Division has reviewed its strategic plan for the period 2020 to 2025 under the theme, Investing in Youth for Sustainable Development. The Youth Skills Training Program will continue to be the division's flagship program in the empowerment of the nation's young men and young women under this theme, which serve as a guide for youth development in alignment with the Dominican National Resilience Development Strategy 2030. Consequently, the Youth Development Division has embarked on a move to upgrade the certification level of the Youth Skills Training Program to the National and Caribbean Vocational Qualification, CVQ NVQ. Accordingly, staff and instructors of the Youth Development Division have been trained in competency-based education training and await certification. I am elated to report today that our computer instructor, Milkwan Packet, and our hospitality arts instructor, Heather Vida, have both been awarded with the CVQ Level 4 Assessment Certification and Internal and External Verifier Certification. Thanks to consultant Abraham Duran for his expertise in facilitating the CBED training and the assessment of the officers and instructors. Thanks to the government of Dominica for upgrading the youth skills training budget in order to meet the needs of our young trainees. Another aspect of the division's approach to youth development, which has contributed to the success of its programs over the years, is the strong collaboration with strategic partners. I am pleased to report that through collaboration between the Youth Development Division and the National Employment Program during the past 8 years, the human resource capacity of the Youth Development Division has been enhanced tremendously with the addition of the NEP interns who have been of tremendous help to the Youth Skills Training Program, the Dominica Youth Business Trust, and on the districts as assistant youth officers. The division has also forged partnership with the Thomas Foundation, which is based in the United Kingdom. Through this partnership, the division has received thousands of dollars worth of tools, equipment, and protective gear, which have assisted us in the execution of our various technical training programs. The division's most recent partner is the Maria Holder Memorial Trust, which is also a United Kingdom charity. Through this new partnership, we saw the construction of the Marigot Youth Center Conference Center, which will soon be officially handed over to the government of Dominica for the resumption of the Youth Center Life Skills program in the Northeast. Thanks also to Association Cadet of Guadeloupe for a donation of €10,000 towards the renovation of the Roseau Youth Center. Thanks to all those who have been part of the achievements of the Youth Skills Training Program for the past 40 years and the Youth Development Division for the past 5 decades, 50 years. Past and present staff of the Youth Development Division, past and present skills training instructors, the district health teams, staff of the Cooperative Division and calls, the Dominica Planned Parenthood Association, our various business, skills, health and family life and office etiquette facilitators, the Dominica Social Security, the Inland Revenue Division, the Bureau of Standards, the Environmental Health Department, and our corporate partners in various government departments who continue to open their doors to provide our youth with on-the-job training opportunities and help enhance their marketability. The Youth Development Division expresses profound gratitude for your priceless contribution, your partnership, and your continued commitment in our youth empowerment efforts. I'm happy to have been given 33 of these 50 years to the Youth Development Division. At our 49th graduation ceremony this afternoon, we will be presenting special awards to 24 trainees who excel in their respective modules. Congratulations to those of you who made that list. Our dear graduates, the Youth Development Division has brought you one step closer to your goal. It is your responsibility to build on this foundation and remain steadfast in your quest to self-development and professional advancement. Congratulations, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Mr. Roach for his comprehensive update on your achievements and the ongoing work of the Youth Development Division and the Adult Education Division. We've invited 2 graduates to share their impressions of the program. I ask you to join me in welcoming Ms. Destiny Robin. Mr. Destiny Robin.
Allow me to read the salutation for the Youth Development Division and Adult Education. Honorable Retta Roberts, Minister of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development. Honorable Octavia Alfred, Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning and Vocational Training National Excellence. Honorable Shakira Lockhart, Hippolyte, Minister of State in the Ministry of Public Works, Public Utilities and Digital Economy, and Parliamentary Representative for Roseau South Constituency. Senator Honorable Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, with specific responsibility for the youth and sports. Other members of Cabinet and Parliamentary Secretaries, Ms. Karine Kwibou, Secretary of Cabinet, Mr. Lucien Blackmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Youth, Sports and Community Development. Other Permanent Secretaries, Mr. John Rook, Chief Youth Development Officer and staff of the Youth Division, Mr. Jules Pascal, Sky Country Coordinator, Idris Nigel Karam, Dean of Roseau Cathedral, Ms. Tasha Clétier, Constructor of Youth Training and Adult Education Program, graduates of the Youth Skills Training Program and Adult Education Program, parents and well-wishers of the graduate class, other invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasant good afternoon to all. Let me begin by expressing my many thanks to the Youth Development Division Skills Training Program for giving me the opportunity to share a few words at this event today. Throughout the months of February to March 2022, available skills training program options were advertised throughout the constituency of St. Joseph through the youth workers and other mediums. And for two main reasons, I took the decision which has led me to this point today. First, I am an individual who is very passionate in my self-development and was excited to be involved in a training area which captured my interest. And secondly, I was inspired and at peace by the fact that we as young people of our nation are still being cared for by those in authority. And with these two driven forces and without hesitation, I quickly seized the opportunity and apply and enroll in the Electrical Wiring Skills Training Program held at the Layu Emergency Shelter during the months of May to August 2022. During this intense yet practical training, I acquired both technical and social skill techniques from the most awesome and patient youth officers, instructors, and facilitators. I have learned many first-class life skills, strategies, and that have sharpened the way I think and improved my mindset. Strategies on how to challenge and overcome difficulties of this world, which at present has allowed me to stand with confidence before great giants. Following the 4 months training, I also was privileged to engage in a 2 months internship attachment with the electrical division, where I was exposed to real-life technical skills and to work with professionals and team members who provided me with refined knowledge and skills specific to electrical wiring and even beyond subject area. And as this moment, I am blessed to be a proud employee of the electrical division. Therefore, please afford me this opportunity at this moment to show my gratitude to the instructors, social and related skill facilitator, youth officer, the entire youth skill training program team, and the management and staff of youth division, the Ministry of Youth and the government of Dominica. and other caring individuals and institutions who put their all in to support the training and my fellow trainees during the program. Thank you for showing love and rekindling the fire of hope among the youth. Do continue the excellent work and sacrifices that is being poured into our nation's greatest invention, the youth. Receiving this certificate today, along with my field training from various programs around the island, is certainly going to build our confidence and provide great opportunities. To the successful graduates, the baton must be passed on. Please share your experience with your friends so that they too may take advantage of this training. May God blessing be with the Skills Training Program and the Youth Development Division. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Robin, for your recounting of how the program of professional life. Please welcome Ms. Heidi Sanford, who will now share her impressions with us.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Heidi Sanford. I'm one of the success stories under the Adult Education Society CBQ program. The Skills for Youth Employment program in the Caribbean main aim was to train young people in various skill sets so that they would develop the competencies necessary for employment. This is indeed a blessing for Dominica. Last year, I was involved in a 3-month, 24-session nail technology program with the Adult Education Program in Dublin. This program was organized by Ms. Giselle Gabriel, Adult Education Aide for the Western District, and was facilitated by Shamela Shillingford. This has been the best decision that I have made thus far in my life's journey. I had no prior knowledge of the acrylic application field. I gave the program my all and would continuously practice what I was taught in class at home. Because of my determination, Ms. Shillingford's willingness to share her knowledge and techniques, as well as her patience with us, I excelled greatly in the program. Ms. Gabriel's constant supervision and encouragement also played an important part in my success. After completing this program, I was selected by the division as one of the trainees to be interviewed for the position of nail technician at a well-known salon. I was successful, and this day, 1 year later, I am still employed at the Holy Beauty Bar, a popular salon which prides in providing professional services to all customers in a comfortable and relaxing environment. I am also delighted to have been given the opportunity to give back to the Adult Education Division. I facilitated a 14-session acrylic application program in Salivia, Kalinago territory, and I am currently the instructor for another program at Sansove. Graduates, the skills attained from the Adult Education Division's SKY program should not be taken lightly. We are to keep practicing, stay abreast with new trends within the field. Make the University of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and other social media platforms your best friends, as they can help you learn new trends in various fields. For me, it doesn't stop here. I intend to further my education in the nail technology field so that I can provide services to all, to improve my clients' self-esteem through my work and encouraging words. Who doesn't stand a little straighter and walk a bit taller with their nails look wonderful? As Audrey Hepburn said, nothing is impossible, for the word itself says, I am possible. Congratulations to all. Thank you.
Our thanks to Heidi for her inspiring testimony. We wish both Heidi and Destin continuing success. Our two departments have collaborated with the Skills for Youth Employment Program to deliver several of your programs, and the country coordinator is Mr. Jules Pascal, and he will now address you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Greta Roberts, Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development. Honorable Octavia Alfred, Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training and National Excellence. Honorable Shakira Lokati, Minister of State in the Ministry of Public Works, Public Utilities, Digital Economy, and Parliamentary Representative for Rosa South. Senator Oscar George, Minister of State in the Ministerial of Culture, Youth, Sports, Community Development. Other members of Cabinet and Parliamentary Secretaries, Ms. Caroline Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Lucian Blackmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development. Other Permanent Secretaries, Mr. Roach, Mr. John Roach, Chief Youth Development Officer and Staff of Youth Division, Mrs. Nadia Pinard, Adult Education Officer and staff of the Adult Education Division, Father Nigel Karam, Ms. Pelty, instructors of both training programs, graduates of the Youth Skills and Adult Education Program, parents, well-wishers of the graduating class, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, media. It gives me great pleasure as the Sky Country Coordinator to bring you greetings, to extend congratulations to all 642 graduates on behalf of the entire Sky management and technical team, and in particular the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, which funded the program. This is the last graduation ceremony under the Sky program, and I want to extend a big thank you to both the staff of the Youth Division and the Adult Education Division on your tremendous hard-working efforts at fulfilling your contractual requirements and ensuring that the milestones were achieved. One of these milestones is the training of 250 young people from the Youth Division and 350 on the Adult Education within the 4-year period. You have both exceeded that target in spite of many serious challenges brought about by the COVID pandemic, which halted all face-to-face training. It was compounded because while everything was being done online, the teaching of technical vocational skills was just not possible when practical application and demonstration was necessary to determine the level of the trainees' competence in particular skills. I know the difficulties and the challenges that you faced, but you persevered and you made it. So I salute the staff of the Youth Development Division, the astute management and timely reporting of Mr. Roach, and in addition to the quiet and competent coordination skills of Ms. Marcia Barron. And for the Adult Education Division, I must commend Mrs. Carol White and Mrs. Pinard and the rest of the staff for their strength and the willingness to collaborate, and the support of the district officers of both the divisions really played a key role, not forgetting the instructors who were very patient and competent in displaying the skill, in teaching the skills that they have. It is because of your determination, your consistency, and the strong desire to have the best for our young people that really resulted in the turning out of 642 of you this afternoon. So both YDD and AED, I salute you and ask for a round of applause for both of the divisions. When I took up this job as Sky Country Coordinator in April 2019, I had some doubts as to whether we in Dominica would be able to achieve the set target of training 1,600 young people during the 4-year period. But to date, I can report that in spite of the numerous challenges, the delays, the closures, and other setbacks caused by COVID, and through the relentless efforts of the 7 training providers, and I must mention we had 7 successful training providers in Dominica: BTC, DYBT, KCI, YDD, AED, CALS, and ALC. Dominica now has an addition of 1,489 trained young people thanks to the SKY program. Not far from the 1,006. I guess if we didn't have the COVID, we would have made that target. In addition to that, our tracer studies done over a 3-month period after every training, it has revealed that 1,320 of these young persons have been assessed, and over 1,207 have been certified with a post-training employment rate of 62.1%, with 7.9% in self-employment, and that speaks volumes. The question that we asked, what was different about this training? This training was delivered in 3 components. Component 1, contracted training providers who were able to provide the job seekers, the young people who are already in employment with skills, and they may have not been certified yet, but that gave them the opportunity to improve their skills so that they can continue the economic growth of the country. Component 2 provided training for the basic training for foundational learning and provided basic skills. And SKY, through these contracted providers, focused on delivering certificated technical vocational education training, a package of technical and life skills, which you heard Mr. Roach mention, life skills and soft skills, and we focus on young people between the ages of 15 to 30, with special provision made for underprivileged, disadvantaged, and at least 10% of every training program had to offer, at least 10% of every place had to be offered to those persons who are challenged with disabilities, in order to ensure that the training remained focused on improving the employability of the trainees and enhancing the skilled workforce. SKY provided support to various institutions, the contracted training providers, to improve their management and training capacity to deliver the quality and quantity of training required. A quality that required delivery of competency-based training and assessment designed and geared towards the delivery of national vocational qualifications in keeping with the regional occupational standards and guidance of CANTA. And towards this process, SKY has contributed through the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, the British aid, a significant investment of £2 million, which has been disbursed in a number of areas, including the training components 1 and 2, under which under which 1,489 young persons were trained, and also under component 3, which provides capacity building, capacity development support for the Dominica Technical Vocational Educational Council, and also aimed at strengthening the training providers in managing, certifying, and providing quality training for the delivery of skills. The funding has also been used to provide embedded support for the Dominica Technical Vocational Educational Council in provision of 1 year support in the appointment of a quality assurance officer, and as well as training of the instructors in competency-based training, and also providing training for a group of young people, a group of assessors and verifiers, all instructors of the various programs. And today we can boast that we have 5 additional CANTA certified assessors in Dominica. And we also provided level 3 award training for the instructors of all the training providers, and that was conducted under the Lincoln College. That included understanding assessment in education and training in micro-teaching. We also provided a BTEC training of instructors that was delivered by the UK Bishop Grosseteste University in understanding and using inclusive training and learning approaches in education and training. And now we have 5 instructors from Dominica who have been successful and are now certified in that discipline. SKY also provided financing engagements to hold national symposiums, collaborating with employers and other stakeholders, and enhancing skills development and increasing economic competitiveness, and creating a greater awareness among our employers for inclusion of young persons with disabilities in the workforce. Let me take this opportunity to once again congratulate all of you on your success, and to let you know, particularly those of you who have been assessed and have met the CANTA requirements, that SKY in the remaining months of this project will continue to collaborate and support the Dominica Technical Vocational Educational Council in the process leading towards the awarding of the NVQ certification under the CANTA guidelines. So to the training providers, Youth Division and Adult Education, we at SKY strongly urge you to continue embracing and engaging in competency-based training as a best practice in order to ensure that the training that you offer in the future will be delivered under the approved standards, occupational standards of CANTA. And in also so that the trainings that you turn out can be easily assessed and receive the NVQ certification. So I want to take this opportunity to say to all of you, SKY salutes you, and to let you know that we understand the challenges that you have faced, but your institution and the trainees will definitely be better off, and Dominica will be better off as a result. Finally, to emphasize the importance of and the significance of your training, I end with the words of Mr. Ong Ye Kong, the former Education Minister of the Republic of Singapore. And he said, "Degrees do not define us individually or as a society. Our society needs to evolve such that all occupations, crafts, and trades, whether the skills are acquired through a degree, education, or not, they are respected and recognized." Thank you very much, and may God bless each and every one of you.
Mr. Jules Pascal, and also we thank you for your local coordination of the SKY project, which has facilitated our skills training program. At this point, we'll switch it up a bit and invite for cultural performance Dan Pius on steel pan, Dan Pius John Baptist on steel pan to entertain you. Please put your hands together.
that our children are grown up way before their time. Society doesn't draw a clear distinction between behavior appropriate for adults and for children. Parents must develop an eye for what their child is observing. They need to control the flow of materials that is influencing.
Thanks to Dan Pius John Baptist for this very lovely, very well done musical interlude. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us this afternoon. At this point, I'd like to welcome the Honorable Octavia Alfred, the Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence to address us. Please welcome the Honorable Minister.
Honorable Greta Roberts, Honorable Shakira Lockhart Lee-Politz, Honorable Oscar George, other members of Cabinet and Parliamentary Secretaries, Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Lucian Blackmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, other Permanent Secretaries, Mr. Roach, Chief Youth Development Officer, Ms. Nadine Pinard, Adult Education Officer, staff of Youth Division and Adult Education Division, Mr. Jules Sky Country Coordinator, Father Karam, Ms. Tasha Peltier, instructors of both division programs, graduates of both division programs, parents and well-wishers, other invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. According to Stephen Mitchell, education is no longer thought of as a preparation for adult life, but as a continuous process of growth and development from birth until death. Today, we are eternally thankful that in Dominica, much resources are being expended to ensure that our children and youth are in school and our adults are literate. The recent World Population Review ranked Dominica at number 8 out of the 10 most educated Caribbean countries with a literacy rate of 94%. Over the past 4 years, Dominica has received an average pass of 96% in 15 TVET subjects written at CSEC. We have done a lot to ensure that every graduate from government secondary schools graduates with at least one skill. In 2019, 60%. In 2020, 61%. In 2021, 66%. Then COVID affected our face-to-face programs and the figure dropped to 55% in 2022. But we are confident with the efforts that is being made, we will increase the percentage significantly over the next 3 years. Adult education continues adult learning, and so we continue to place great significance on this sector. The Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence, our #1 priority has been to ensure that appropriate systems are put in place to foster high quality and wide-ranging lifelong learning for all and empowering learners to be creative and responsible. In September 2022, 364 participants who successfully completed the adult education summer program throughout the 7 districts graduated. As we continue this year under the theme, Quality and Inclusive Education for Sustainability and Resilience, the Adult Education Division continues to offer opportunities to enable individuals to achieve viable career paths. Today, as we award certificates to 365 participants who successfully completed the Adult Education Division SKY program, we thank the Department for International Development for making the grant available for this project, and to SKY local and regional team for your unwavering support. The certificates awarded today are not that of the Caribbean Vocational Qualification. However, based on the competency assessment, every participant mastered more than the required skills component for certification at level 1 of CVQ curriculum. The ever-growing technological changes occurring in the workplace and the increase in demand for more flexible and skilled workforce in all sectors of the economy have given TVET a new face. Much emphasis is being placed on the need for continuing education and training for workers in all fields to remain competitive in the global market. This is no longer about slow learners. It is about diversity, inclusion, and competency. Skill education is alive and thriving in Dominica. However, the bitter reality is that there are still some in our society who believe that skills are for students who are not intelligent. But it takes a higher level intelligence to construct a chair that will stand firmly on 4 legs. Skills development and employability remain top priority areas for the government of Dominica. For this reason, special emphasis is being placed on the TVET Council, since technical vocational education and training plays a critical role in economic growth, sustainability, and general enhancement of human capital. On March 1st, we celebrated with 15 individuals from both private and public sector who participated in the verifiers training. 5 of these participants have been deemed competent as CVQ certified assessors, and that was another SKY program. This CVQ certificate allows them to function as assessors for CVQ anywhere within the CARICOM region. This training focuses on how to assess candidates for NVQ and CVQ units of competence, with the hope that the Dominica TVET Council will eventually be positioned to award NVQs locally and to gain approval from Cantor to award CVQ certificate in the future. Today, it is evident that the Adult Education Division is on the right track. We say congratulations to the Adult Education Division SKY program on an impressive ending. 365 participants successfully completed. The target number of participants as stipulated by SKY was 350. We exceeded by 15. I highly commend the 210 males for their participants. We highly appreciate the 155 females, and we are super happy that there was not a huge gender disparity between the total attendance. So we are all on board. The programs offered to participants were tailored and geared to prepare them to function competently in the workplace. As you move on, continue to cultivate the psychosocial and life skills which will contribute to your mastery in organizing, in planning, in supervising, in managing your time. Let us celebrate our successes and achievements in education. Let us also reflect on how we will get the best of our people. As we move ahead, let us examine what we have and decide on what should we continue doing, what should we abandon, what needs to be creatively invented afresh, what we need to hold on to and build upon. I take this opportunity to thank the staff of the Adult Education Division for your hard work and dedication to your task. I congratulate you, the students, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I love you too. Good afternoon.
Our thanks to the Honorable Octavia Alfred, the Minister for Education. At this point, I invite Honorable Greta Roberts, the Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, to address us.
Honorable Octavia Alfred, Honorable Shakira Lockett Hippolyte, Senator the Honorable Oscar George, other members of Cabinet and Parliamentary Secretaries, Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Lucian Blackmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development, Mr. John Roach, Chief Youth Development Officer, Ms. Nadia Pina, Adult Education Officer, staff of the Adult Education Division and Youth Division, Mr. Jules Pascal, Sky Country Coordinator, Father Nigel Karam, Ms. Tasha Peltier, instructors of Youth Skills Training and the Adult Education Program, graduates, parents and well-wishers of the graduating class, all the invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me begin by extending my heartiest congratulations to all of you who will receive your certificates today upon completion of the various training modules conducted by the Youth Development Division and the Adult Education Division under the Skills for Youth Employment program. Today, 642 of you will leave this venue equipped with the means to a more hopeful future, having been empowered with a new skill and well able to make your way towards success. I am truly proud of your accomplishments and gratified to share this moment with you. This is also a proud moment for the Ministry of Youth and for the government of Dominica. Over the past 2 years, we have equipped you with competencies in computer literacy, electrical installation, building maintenance, stonewall construction, and a host of other hard skills to set you on a solid footing to steady incomes and meaningful careers. On behalf of the government of Dominica, I express gratitude to the government and people of the United Kingdom for the funding for several of these programs through the Skills for Youth Employment SKY in the Caribbean under the 4-year Youth Skills for Economic Growth project in the Windward Islands. This grant, in the amount of $791,376.38, has facilitated the training of 360 young people of the Youth Development Division, which continues to meet its mandate to empower youth with marketable skills to improve their circumstances and change their lives. I take this opportunity to also commend the Youth Development Division for the great job it has been doing with the Youth Skills Training Program over the past 40 years. So far, 8,786 Dominicans have benefited from the various training programs, and many others have benefited from the creation of the Entrepreneurship Development Program, which has given them the platform and confidence to establish their own enterprises. Several of our young entrepreneurs have also accessed the loan guarantee facility administered through the Dominica Youth Business Trust, with loan disbursement amounting to over $4 million. Fully cognizant of the valuable role of the Youth Skills Training Program and the Dominica Youth Business Trust in the economic and social empowerment of the youth, Cabinet in 2021 approved over $2 million for the upgrading of these two important initiatives to better meet the needs of our young people. The Adult Education Division continues to offer programs in a wide range of skill areas, which gives participants a new lease on their professional lives, and also gives the opportunity to build more wholesome futures for themselves and their families. I commend the hard-working, dedicated staff at this institution for constantly pursuing partnerships for skill certification for our citizens. It is through this partnership created among our various stakeholders that paved the way for these programs to achieve a successful completion. Thank you especially to the Skills for Youth Employment Program and to you, Mr. Jules Pascal, our country coordinator, for your close collaboration and support throughout the duration of this program. Such partnerships are so important to our mission to create an enabling environment for our citizens to contribute to the sustainable development of our society. Graduates, as a former school principal, I understand that many of you need these opportunities, which allow you to pursue your various passions, expand your horizon, and gain varied experiences for the world of work. I do not have to convince you that skills training is of vital importance if we are to realize economic growth, see a reduction in poverty, reduce unemployment rates, and promote sustainable development. In the new knowledge economy, skills and credentials are proven more valuable to the world's citizen in a search for employment. As a government, we are increasingly aware of the social and economic relevance of skills in a global economy. Our focus, therefore, on technical and vocational education and training is simply put, the right course of action. We are preparing you, our young people, to succeed in the world of work by giving you the opportunity to acquire knowledge and competencies from basic to advanced levels across a wide range of work settings. There is so much that is timely about these training initiatives. Over the past 7 years, successive natural disasters, followed closely by a global pandemic, have exposed our vulnerabilities. As we rebuilt our country, we vowed to build back better and stronger, and resilience became and has become our watchword. How opportune then that we have provided you with the opportunity to learn valuable skills to build individual resilience. We make these investments because we recognize the need to endow our citizens, especially you, our youth, with new knowledge and capacity that will prepare you to face the many challenges of our time. Today's graduation is a striking example of the opportunities we are creating for young people who were once deemed as the future, to allow them to play their part today. And this is just the beginning. Opportunities are opening up all around you. This Friday, the National Youth in Agriculture program is being launched, giving aspiring farmers the means to access funding for new agri-enterprises. We are preparing our citizens to participate in the gig economy through specialized training in digital technology as part of the Work Online program. Major projects are about to take off, including the construction of our international airport, setting the stage for the creation of new jobs and investment prospects. As of this afternoon, you are armed with a skills certificate which empowers you to launch into entrepreneurship or access existing jobs in your area of expertise. Graduates, the world is at your feet. Take advantage of the many opportunities that avail themselves. This government is continuing to build on its legacy of education for all and positioning you to become real players in a competitive work environment. I urge you to put your new skills to work for you. Be creative, be enterprising, be bold, and grab hold of these opportunities. Congratulations to all of you. I wish you every success. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Our thanks to Honorable Greta Roberts, the Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development. Thank you so much, Minister. At this point, we get to the highlight of the program, the presentation of awards to you, the graduates, and I invite Mr. Julian Paquette to assist with this aspect of our program. Honorable Greta Roberts, please join us and assist us to present the awards to our graduates.
Thank you very much, Dion. It is a pleasure to join you up front. We did this so many years ago. I remember it was the youth band.
Oh yeah?
Yes, many years ago when we were together. Right about now, it's not about us, it's about the young people. And Dion, you will begin by calling the first names of the motives as we move forward.
The award is for computer literacy from Rosso, conducted from 18th October 2021 to February 25th, 2022. Instructors Mariana Sanford and Leonard Gray. Kian Williams. Please, as your names are called, make your way to Honorable Roberts. Kian Williams, Alicia Charles, Roseanne Rudet, Tyrell Matthew, Perdell Williams, Micah Saint-Amy, Tia Taylor, Sharon John Baptist, Akira Peter, Cordelia Lockhart, Loretta Joseph, Loveseed Esprit, and Anna Dupini.
And we have the Hospitality Arts Training in Portsmouth, 30th October 2021 to 25th February 2022. Instructor Heather Vidal. We have Jessica Collier, Konanya Yap, Milton Sovereign, Kian Athanas, Regiana The Gallery, and Malita Francis.
Computer Literacy Live, 18th October 2021 to 25th February 2022. Instructor Mukwan Paquette, Nigel John Baptist, Tracy Lockhart, Elka Dumas, Shavon Barron, Bruce John Baptist, Gerald Benjamin.
We have Computer Literacy Portsmouth, 18th October 2021 to 25th February 2022. Instructor Carla Matthew, Leah Matthew, Melanie Matthew, Nathlyn Matthew, Al Pierre, Darnell Esprit, and Kevon Thomas.
Computer literacy, Wesley. Instructor, Ayana Mitchell. Shanika St. John, Aneska Telemac, Neville Sebastian, Giselle George, Gavin Gordon, Giselle Grail, and Christine Sebastian.
And we have Auto Mechanic in Grand Bay, 17th October 2021 to 25th February 2022. Instructor, Ian Erwin Rafa. The trainees, Amit Johnson, Stephen Joseph, Nixon Samuel, Jaden Hector, Erickson Angol, Owen Thomas, Elijah Thomas, and Henson Kazimi.
Building Maintenance Rosso, 4th May 2021 to 31st May 2022. Instructor, Royston Mitchell, Odell Polido, Rahim Francis, Deltin Eugene, Kovan Barron, Kellis Davis, Errol Detouche, Julio Thomas, Branson Francis, and Kenny Sharpless.
We have the Stonewall construction at Layu, 18th October 2021 to 30th June 2022. Instructor, Julio Ferrara. Trainees, Delvin Gist, Kayan Ernest, Orlando Dinard, Fenric Riviere, Kivel Dorival, Marie Parker, Mosiah Michel, Elodie Roberts, Romero Paris, Devon Massacre, Thaddeus Winston, and Sherrick Parker.
Computer literacy, Wesley, 26 April 2022 to 17th August 2022. Instructor, Ayana Mitchell. Kayla Telemac, June Dura, Robbie Carbon, Althena Monica Polydon, Brittany Boyd, and Rowena Carbon.
Computer literacy at Portsmouth, 6 May 2022 to 12 August 2022. Instructor, Carla Matthew. Trainees, Alina Pierre, Sidela John Baptist, Janelle Matthew, Colonel John Benjamin, Ethan Georges, Star Simon, Chandler Matthew, Christine Charles, and Makisa John.
Hospitality Arts Rosso, 9th May 2022 to 2nd September 2022. Instructor, Heather Vidal. Aquanel Victorine, Gina Jermaine, Latifa Defo, Heidi Ellick, Sequana Matthew, Jasper Prentice Simeon, Tamara Lee, Alicia Orthon, Brexy Joseph, Ediesta James, Eliana Layton, Sabrina John Lewis, Siobhan Samuel, Keisha Javier, Del Seraphim, Sharika Bob, Rihanna Pascal, Roisha De Gallery, Claudia Orthon, Evancil Jones, Tracy Alphonse, Imana Gregoire, Bernice Murillo, Susan Sanford.
And we have construction, which was done by Argo at the Marigot Youth Center, 1st March 2022 to 29th July 2022. Instructor, Argo Development Studios, Inc. The trainees, Malcolm Prince, Dylan Telemac, Nicole Robin, Flozak Randy Williams, Giovanni Robinson, Ian Nesbitt, Colleen Prince, and Ronnie Peters.
Computer Literacy Rosso, April 28, 2022 to August 28, 2022. Instructors, Mariana Sanford and Mukwan Paquette, Shervin Abraham, Omari Matthew, Makisha Bellot, Kimon Elisi, Hezra Del Sol, Jasmine Alexander, Jenna Telemac, Kishma Blur, Sharana Alexander, Nudella Stevens, Aldi Xavier, Michelle Peters, Akim Alexis, Keandra Francis, Devontae Henry, Imani Teets, Moisha Joseph, Grenalda Thomas, Kimberly Peter, Darcille Dura, Ajam Moses, Cameron Augustine, Shadiska August, Selena Mitchell, Krista Williams, Dante Dennis, Mahalia Alexander, Amanda Frampton, Eve McBonnet, and Anthony Attis, Titania Packett, Melissa Charles, Geraldine Richards, Karen Helty, Michelle Ismail, Rosario Alfred.
Computer literacy at Lion, 3rd May 2022 to the 26th of August 2022. Instructor, Leonard Green. In trainees, Miracle Joseph, Gabriela Octave, Quena Ravalier, Clefine Pierre, Adicia Augustus, Yalisha Nicholas, Tejuan Bruno, Algie Richards, Akiba Baptiste, Larry Lockhart, Brittany Williams, Makisha Williams, Sarah Morgan, Anika Gibbons, and Vilia Etienne.
Building maintenance at the Dominica State Prison from November 22nd, 2021 to June 30th, 2022. Instructor France Seja, Ronald Desiree, Asher James, Calvin Francis, Clarence Luis, Gary Dupini, Ishmael Vidal, Jefferson Deja, Joseph John Wins, Khaled Nanton, and Magna Allen.
Electrical installation at Lion, 9th May 2022 to 31st August 2022. Instructor, Watson Canoville. Trainees, Dervon Massacre, Yan Louis, Jarek Parker, Destin Robin, Ivan Smith, Mario Luke, Romero Paris, Hervia Sorrendo, Giovanni Green, Josiah Christmas, Bernard Fafan, Michael Thomas, Nyan Senville, Preston Hector, Jaquan Robert, Roy, Kervel Kabe, and Ricardo Greenaway.
Furniture making in Grand Bay, October 3rd, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Instructor Jeremiah Morazzi, Giovanni Jacob, Niran Tavernier, Sherwin Williams, Kimarel Antoine, Jania Williams, Jalen Tibbs, Jahim James, Nigel Moses.
Computer literacy Roseau, October 3rd, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Instructors, Merkwan Paquet and Ayana Michel. Pierre, Charlotte Dolcin, Tiffany Bryan, Katisha Xavier Etienne, Kivel Dorival, Delon Etienne, Ivinson Jules, Tyrick Scott, Clifford Telemann, Kenisha Tavernier, Cherry Alexander, Kadi Bugunu, Kenya John Baptist, Jonathan Timothy, Sabuna Mingo, Joshua Dixon, Jahim Mitchell, Joan Lifam, Teresa Louisi, Dania Hippolyte, Petula Eli, Anton Charles, Alexia Joseph, Ashdel Duran, Shanora Xavier, Amelia Winston, Velina Henderson, and Helena Mondry. Vanessa Louisi.
Computer literacy, Wesley, October 3rd, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Instructor Glenn Lee. Philip Talamak, Whitney Boyd, Carlita Williams, Jara Musgrave, Sherwin St. John, Flozak Randy Williams, Colleen Prince, Sherman St. John, and Ethley Telemack.
Small engine repairs at Portsmouth, October 3rd, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Instructor, Ignatius Mitchell. Trainees, Raquel Remy, Oriel Castle, Jerome Burkhan, Kenny Matthew, and Kimson Bruno.
Computer Literacy Live, October 3rd, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Instructor, Leonard Green, Hannah Layton, Anis Rossier, Katie Francis, Michael Lando, Danisha Daniel, Joanna Grell, Shalisa Dinard, Samantha Luis, Julina James.
Computer Literacy at Castle Bruce, October 3rd, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Instructor, Mariana Sanford. Trainees, Kyle Privo, Andy John Charles, Hildreth Bontif, Rencia John Charles, Jomal Kazumi, Rene Vanis, Akram Darrow, Telia Darrow, Kamisha Duran, Christian Darrow, Bernyan Lockhart, Albertine Duran, Bridget Monell, Eric St. Louis, Janelle Ellick, Hezron Wilshire, and Daniela Laurent.
Computer Literacy Portsmouth, October 3rd, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Instructor, Carla Matthew. Soline Pétion, Tia Layton, Ruby Bonner, Chanel Joseph, Ashna Andre, Bernice Thomas, Jenna Defoe, Edward Wilson, Colita Peter, and Charlotte Prevalon.
All right, so that concludes the young people who did the Youth Development Division Skills Training Program. Let's put our hands together and give all of them a huge round of applause. Right now, before we come in, okay. All right.
We thank Honorable Greta Roberts for assisting us with the presentation of certificates. And at this point, we invite the Minister for Education, Honorable Octavia Alfred, to present the certificates to the awardees of the Adult Education Division.
And we begin with electrical installation Roseau, February 23rd to June 3rd, 2021. Facilitator, Gregson Olive. Trainees, Anika Hector, Brian Girodel, Aaron Elwin, Jemima Anselm, Joshua Timothy, Kevin Celestine, Kevin Williams, Corey Richards, Mariah Duran, and Pernell Graham.
Customer Service Roseau, January 17th to April 27th, 2022. Facilitator, Katie Julian, Anika Hector, Keanu Baron, Marissa Gabari, Sophia Jean Orge, Kenoka Aliyah Moise, Shamika Sorrento, Naikwan Carbon.
Electrical installation Roseau, December 28th, 2021 to March 29, 2022. Facilitator, Gregson Olive. Trainees, Craig Banis, Krista William, Leon Fontaine, Naikwan Caban, Sherkwan Irish, Travis James, Zanella Olive, Danlia Girodel, Kerdia Jonker, Jomari Peter, Kinyu Baron, Kern Bruno.
Garment Production Roseau, January 25th to May 19th, 2022. Facilitator, Joan Ann Jaja, Angel Anthony, Joanna Joseph, Cordelia Lockhart, Kiana John Baptist, Kanaka Aliyah Moise, Sabrina Barron, Charlene Barron, Kishma Frederick.
Garment Production Roseau, September 20th to December 15th, 2022. Facilitator, Marlene Jean-Jacques. Trainees, Amika Cognet, Camila John Baptist, Kayla Pinard, Lisa Ernest, Mawusi Burton, Raheem Henderson, Dina Burnett, Donnell Dorival, Gabriela Octa, and Jimmy Owen.
Commercial Food Preparation Roseau, March 1st to June 9th, 2021. Facilitator, Joanne Dura, Kaina Green, Simona Laura, Malenka Tavernier, Emalia Jean-Pierre Paquette, Dosha Ryan, Teresa Bunch, Jasmine Saint-Hilaire, Chantel Walsh, Aquanel Victory.
Carpentry Level 1, Granby, January 10th to April 6th, 2022. Facilitator, Vincent Peter. Trainees, Oliver Elise, Cadell Green, Antonio Moses, Miguel Moses, Yasan Regis, Leah Robin, Jamie Williams, Shakim Xavier, Karam Kazimi, Sherwin Williams, and Jean-Lixon Joseph.
Electrical Installation Granby, January 11th to April 7th, 2022. Facilitator, Vincent Gregoire. Oliver Elise, Curdell Green, Berlinda Antoine, Linworth Charles, Miguel Moses, Yasan Regis, Mervyn Mack.
Electrical Installation Point Michelle, September 6th to November 17, 2022. Facilitator, Vincent Gregoire. Trainees, Devon Nicholas, Femin Toussaint, Cruz Murphy, Adam Baron, Janice Leighton, Kerwin Yonis, Julian Pond, and Royce William.
Personal Computer Repairs Laplane, March 27th to May 29th, 2021. Facilitator, Cameron Warrington. Lisha Elwa, Johan Alvin Eugene, Junior Superon, Damian Francis, Nikenji Baron, David Eugene, Jomari Peter, Omarion Francis, Roy Alcindor.
Electrical Installation, La Plaine, February 1st to May 26, 2022. Facilitator, Kelshia Privo. Trainees, Lisha Elor, Junior Sesmo, Makion Lafon, Emerson Isaac, Henry Samor, Lechon Gist, Jaden Matthew, Liana Ulysses, Coran Newton, Iverson Dumans, Earlston Cabin, Tyron Hector, Tyler Angelo, Eardley Daru, and Trenton Blaze.
Masonry, Lapland, February 9th to April 24th, 2022. Facilitator, Etienne Sorrento. Lisha Elwa, Don Eugene, Jade John, Johnson Alphonse, Delano Brown, Dwight George, Frank Abraham, Ijani Deja, Jess John Hope, McKinley Andrew, Jalil Philip, Usher Lestrade, Jovin Pascal, Shaquille Brown, Isaiah Pascal, Montel John Baptist, Jado George, Latisha George, Chris Phillip, Tyrone Hector, Devon George, and Daria Prince.
Papetery Brandford, September 15, 2022 to January 12, 2023. Facilitator, Shane George. Trainee, Onyx St. Jean, Odell Polidor, Josiah Pascal, Marisa Joseph, Cohen Lockhart, Nickel Privo, Tiarik Piper, Javid George, Rene Lawrence, Kadisha Bato, Sunida Nelson, and Aaron Prince.
Masonry, Kalinago Territory, February 23rd to June 8th, 2021. Facilitator, Richard Davis. Rampakash Nichols, Selena Thomas, Risham John, Manley Charles, Dane Valmont, Vivian Etienne, Shania Valmont, Kelvin Sanford, Mohamed Darrow, Bertrand Francis.
Masonry, Kalinago Territory, December 22nd, 2021 to May 28th, 2022. Facilitator, Richard Davis. Trainee, Aqua Uzel, Dorian John, Darian John, Ridley Sanford, Renald Mingo, Alisa Shimer, Akram Augustine, Beninium Sanford. And that's it.
Data Operations, Kalinago Territory, February 20th to May 27th, 2022. Facilitator, Ul Frederick. June Dura, Jeanette Frederick, Nisha Burton, Jude Dura, Letitia Joseph, Charlene Thomas, Shariah Sanford, Chanel Thomas, and Keisha Viviel.
Carpentry, Pidit Soufre, February 14th to May 16th, 2022. Facilitator, Kateley Abbott. Trainees, Prince Abraham, Ashley Abbott, Delwyn Joseph, Eric Pierre, Jeffrey Joseph, Kishon Daniel, Marcus Christmas, Stacy Anthony, and Zephaniah Benjamin.
Carpentry, Kalinago Territory, July 12th to December 10th, 2022. Facilitator, Richard Davis. Cohen Larand, Antonio Bruni, Binks of Almond, Brahim Georges, Camilla Valmont, Edith Henry, Elisa James, Jeffrad August, Ewan Sanford, J.D. Linton, Joshua Lee, Katera James, Kirbian Valmont, Larian Tulloch, Melissa Valmont, Michael Hamilton, Michael August, Nazim Bruni, Randin Darrow, Ridley Sanford, Rogasian Valmont, Salam Ali Bruni, Sheldon Laura, Yakim John Baptiste, Travis Vivel, and Johansson Frederick.
Electrical installation at Wesley, Facilitator Bertrand Telemann, December 5th, 2021 to April 20th, 2022. Trainees Tabik Lockhart, Paul Blanc, Dylan Joseph, Daniel Joseph, Dorcia Joseph, Kian Emmanuel, Simon Lawrence, Tyrone Telemann, Tyron Bruno, Jamat Charles, Renelia Andrew, Isana Joseph, Jason Murray, Izzy Mesca, and Tesla People.
Customer Service Bands Facilitator Mrs. Kendisha Boland Francois, December 14th, 2021 to March 41st, 2022. Dorcia Joseph, Stacy Celestine, Mara Augustine, Renelia Andrew, and Melona Maglory.
Garment Production at Marigot. Facilitator Nurkas Frederick, February 23rd, 2021 to June 1st, 2021. Trainees Vernia Cyril, Renelia Andrew, Letitia Alcendo, Pelita Dupuy, Stacy Celestine, Paul Calmi, Rona Jean, and Karen Celestine.
Plumbing Bands Facilitator Mr. Jeff Layton, September 8th, 2022 to January 17th, 2022. 3. Shannon Honoré, Jovan Etienne, Devon Francois, Fernandez Warrington, Kenuel Leta, Kovan Lando, Jamie Victor, Dante Carrot, Claudine Andrew, Akinde James, Zachary Deja, Dinelle Georges, Alden Lavelle, Jemima Thomas, and Ethan Joseph.
Plumbing St. Joseph, February 23rd to June 26, 2021. Facilitator Abigail Lucky. Trainees Delvin Geese, Danzel Charles, Freud Blanc, Irving Shillingford Jr., Janet Pascal, Janice Charles, Jamali Pierre, Jervon Ambo, Lynn Christopher, Nathan Joseph, Shavan Elizabeth, and Renault Celestine.
Nail Technology Tubla, January 17th to April 12th, 2022. Facilitator Ms. Shamela Schullenford, Brianna Prince, Brenda Prince, Dennis Andrew, Heidi Sanford, Joel Bruni, Keisha Polido, Kearney Fontaine, Reneka Williams John, Miracle Joseph, Nikhil Daniel, and Tori Richards.
Electrical Installation Massac, January 25th to April 11th, 2022. Facilitator Gregson Olive, Brill Joseph, Herman Augustine, DeAndre Bertrand, Dylan Loda, Jaden Filbert, John C. Cassie, Joanne Green, Perron Pascal, Nathan Joseph, Rashid Zamo, Shakim Baptist, Sholon Levon, and Yuan Lockman.
Plumbing St. Joseph, January 25th to April 4th, 2022. Facilitator Miss Abigail Lucky, Amil Alexander, Aidan Coffey, Ayanda Luis, Brian Shirodal, Kovlan John, David Morrell, Denia Benjamin, Giovanni Matthew, Hassani Black, Jaden Matthew, Jason Mathurin, Larry Lockhart, Rocky Andrew, and Rohan Lucky Jr.
Nail Technology Kid Field, duration September 12 to November 29, 2022. Facilitator Shamela Shillingford. Trainees Abigail Parillon, Desiree Burnett, Jason Barnes, Kimandra Baptist, or John Baptist, Kimberly Morgan, Kyle George, Michaela Cobbett, Rhonda Dublin, Samantha Bockmeyer, Maxime, and Tara Asman.
Hairdressing Portsmouth, Facilitator Rita Alcid, February 21 to June 2021. Brittany Mills, Kayla Paul, J.D. Francois, Donette Gilbert, Shariah Leslie, Lucian Edwards, Chelsea St. Marie, Keldon Toussaint, Stanley Bell, and Brianna Prince.
Here in Portsmouth, Facilitator Celine Wallis, December 2021 to May 2022. Royet Rui, Rihanna Devon, Kelly Dodds, Abigail Celestine, Brianna Prince, Nicholas Alsemi, Chelsea Coppel, Lyra Libler, Cameron Toussaint, Elrisha Stewart, Destiny Nelson, Alicia Laura, Tatiana Matthew, Angel Remy, Sandra Carbon.
Electrical Installation Portsmouth Facilitator Mr. Lincoln Daniel, December 13, 2021 to April 26, 2022. Emily James, Tyrell Etienne, Kyle Vidal, Simon Paul, Durevan Duvernay, Kimron David, Reggie Desbon, Ethan Fontaine, Romeo Debo, Osias Casey, and Corden Desbon.
And last, Henry in Portsmouth, Facilitator Carly Wallis. It's from August to November 2022. We have Terisha Andrew, Elka Jurudel, Ruby Bonnier, Cherry Alexander, Shaniqua Joseph, Leah Matthew, Colencia Andrew, Leah Christopher, Colonel Benjamin, Janice Nefelmi, Sharia Morgan, Ivona Parimon, Patricia Frederick, and Nine Joseph. That concludes all the names that we have. Let's give them a round of applause, please. These are the graduating class of 2020.
We thank the Honorable Education Minister for assisting us with the distribution of certificates. And at this point, I invite Honorable Fenella Wella, the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, to assist us with the presentation of awards to the top trainee from the adult education programs. We begin with the West District. The top trainee awards. For plumbing, Delvin East. Nail technology, Heidi Sanford. Electrical installation, Shalon Labon. Plumbing, Aiden Coffey. And nail technology, Kylie George.
Top Training Award, Southeast. Personnel Computer Repairs, Damian Francis. Electrical Installation, Earthly Darren. Masonry, Jalil Philip. And Carpentry, Nickel Privo. Let's put you on together.
East District, Top Training Awards, Masonry. Rampakash Nichols. Masonry, Akroy Yusef. Data Operations, June Dura. Carpentry, Prince Abraham. Carpentry, Kowe Laron.
And we continue, Northeast. So these are the top trainee awards for adult education. And we will be heading to the Northeast. Northeast, are we ready? Northeast Electrical Installation, Simon Lawrence. Customer Service, Melona Maglo. Garment Production, Pelita Dupuy. And Plumbing, Zachary Dejean.
South District, Electrical Installation Grand Bay, Yasan Regis. Electrical Installation Point Michelle, Julian Pound. Food Preparation, Emalia Packet. And the Carpentry, Oliver Elisi.
In Top Training Awards, Adult Education North. hairdressing, Donette Gilbert, hair braiding, Faith and Joel Remy, electrical installation, Ifan Fontaine, and hair braiding, Ivona Parilon.
And the Southwest electrical installation, Kevin Celestin, customer service, Nanaka Aliyah Moise, electrical installation, Zanella Olive, garment production, Cordelia Lockhart, garment production, Lisa Ernest.
All right, we move to Top Training Awards Youth. Let's put hands together and congratulate all the top trainees, of course, of the adult education program.
We thank the Honorable Fenella Wellham, the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, for assisting us with the distribution of certificates. At this point, I'd like to welcome the Honorable Darren Lloyd, the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment, and Constituency Empowerment, to assist us with distribution of awards to our top trainees in youth.
We have computer literacy, Roseau. Our top trainees are Hezra Del Sol, Akim Alexis, and Joan Lifam. We have computer literacy, Layu, Akiba Baptist, Nigel John Baptist, and Michael Lando.
Computer literacy, Portsmouth, Janelle Matthew, Nathlin Matthew, and Ashna Andrew. Computer literacy, Wesley, Shanika St. John, Kayla Telemack, and Jara Musgrave.
And we move to Castle Bruce. Computer literacy top awardee is Daniela Laurent. And that concludes the names for computer awards. And now we're moving to the Hospitality Arts Award for Portsmouth. And we call on Konyana Yard to receive her award.
Hospitality Arts, Roseau, Ivan Sale, Jules. Stonewall Construction, Lyle, Fenric Rivera.
We continue with Top Training Awards, Youth, Building Maintenance, Roseau. We call on Deltin Eugene. We move on to Electrical Installation at Layu. Call on Yan Brian Louis.
Building Maintenance, Dominica State Prison, Calvin Francis. Argo Construction Award to Flozak Randy Williams.
Auto Mechanic Granby, Elijah Thomas. Furniture Making Granby, Jaim James.
Small Engines Repair, Portsmouth, Kimson, Bruno.
Let's put our hands together for all the top trainees of the Youth Development Division's Skills Training Program.
The Matilda Popo Motivation.
We like to call Mrs. Matilda.
Honorable Darren Lloyd, thank you so much for your assistance.
we call Matilda Popo, the motivator at the Youth Development Division, a past employee. The determination is the key to success, a fixed intention to achieve a desired end result. Aquinel Victorine is a true definition of this word. She is a young lady of great courage and a fierce determination with a passion to succeed. Miss Victorine began the hospitality arts module with a readiness like no other, always present, and most importantly, always presenting a pleasant and welcoming smile, a major asset required in her field of training. Miss Victorine was also an expecting mother in advanced stage of her pregnancy when she joined the program, yet was determined, never backing down, and demonstrating that she had the capability, like every other trainee, to complete the course. During the 4 months of training, she performed every task in the best of her ability, and even when she seemed to be overwhelmed and exhausted due to her struggles with her difficult pregnancy, she kept pressing on. Giving up was never an option for Miss Victorine. As the months passed by, she continued to show her level of determination to make it till the end. Aquinel demonstrated true courage and determination when she attended class one day, and 2 days later, she delivered her baby. Approximately 1 week after the attributes of one, sorry, I think I missed that. Approximately 1 week after giving birth, she was back in training and ready to work like nothing happened. These are the attributes of one who rises above the occasion. Let's give her a round of applause. Following 4 months training and meeting full requirements, Miss Victorine made herself available for 2 months job attachment at Flamboyant Hotel, where she excelled in every task performed, resulting in an extension of her attachment. When the stint at Flamboyant Hotel was completed, she immediately secured a part-time position at the restaurant. Aquinel never remained idle, as she went on to also complete the commercial food preparation course of the adult education division. This young lady is the definition of the word of Martin Luther King. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't crawl, if you can walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. I can hear Matilda Popo echoing those words. We feel honored in presenting to Miss Aquinel Victorine the Matilda Popo Motivational Award, to be presented by Mrs. Popo, motivational speaker and former job developer of the Youth Development Division. Let us give them a round of applause, a big one indeed.
Congratulations to Ms. Victorine, and thank you to Ms. Pope. At this point, we invite Mr. Jules Pascal, who will assist us in presenting certificates of appreciation to the facilitators. We begin with the North District for hairdressing. Ms. Rita Alcid. Electrical installation, Mr. Lincoln Daniel. And hair braiding, Ms. Colleen Wallace. Southwest Electrical Installation, Mr. Gregson Olive. Customer Service, Miss Katie Julian. Garment Production, Miss Joan Jaja. And Garment Production, Mrs. Mali Jaja. South District, Commercial Food Preparation, Mrs. Joanne Dura. Carpentry, Mr. Vincent Peter. Electrical Installation, Mr. Vincent Gregoire. West, Plumbing, Abigail Lucky. Nail Technology, Shamela Shillingford. Electrical Installation, Gregson Olive.
Northeast Electrical Installation, Bertrand Telemac. Customer Service, Kenisha Francois. And Garment Production, Nereus Frederick. Plumbing is Jeff Later. East Masonry Carpentry, Richard Davis. Data Operation, Earl Frederick. And Carpentry, Kate Abbott. Let's give them a round of applause.
Southeast, Personal Computer Repair, Mr. Cameron Warrington. Electrical Installation, Mr. Kelshia Prescott. Masonry, Mr. Shane George. And Carpentry, Mr. Etienne Sorel.
And we'll be giving certificate of appreciation for the instructors of the Youth Development Division. So all the instructors, please come forward. Youth Development instructors, please come forward.
Pascal, if you would continue to assist us, please.
And we first call on Mr. Watson Canoville. Put your hands together for Mr. Watson Canoville. Certificate of Appreciation. Mr. Jeremiah Morency. We have Mr. Ignatius Mitchell.
For small engines repair.
That's right.
Watson Canoville, Electrical Installation.
We have Mr. Frank Cesar, who is not with us. He's in Guadeloupe. Julio Ferrara, come forward.
Stonewall Construction.
Royston Mitchell. I'm not sure if he's there with us.
For building maintenance.
Argo Development Studio Inc. representative.
Having taught construction skills.
That's the Argo people coming forward. And we have the folks for Maria Holder Memorial Trust. Please come forward. We want to say thank you so much to our instructors and facilitators for giving their skill, passing it on to our young people in Dominica. We have some gifts that want to be given. We asking Tema Lee and Roisha the gallery to come forward. All right, so we have some trainees that wants to give away some surprise presents. We have Tamer who wants to give a present away to Miss Heather Vidal, who is the hospitality arts instructor. Let's give her a round of applause. This is from a trainee to her instructor. Give her a round of applause, please. We call Roisha the gallery. But Roisha is not there. And Roisha is also giving something away to Mr. Michael Pending. Pending worked hard with them. Where's Michael? Michael, step up, put yours together. Officer Michael Pending, who worked hard with the young people. And Tamar Lee and Roisha also wants to make a present to Miss Marcia Baron, skills training instructor at the Youth Skills Training Program. And this is it.
We also have special tokens of appreciations to those of you who assisted us with the program.
Oh yes.
Father Nigel Cara, if you're still with us. Mr. Jules Pascal.
Mr. Jules is right on stage.
Ms. Fenella
special awards.
And Honorable Darren Lloyd as well. Mrs. Octavia Alfred, Miss Greta Roberts. Caesarina, I see you down to present a token. as well as the Honorable Lockhart Hippolyte. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just winding down our program, and to help us to bring a close, I call on Miss Nadia Pinard. She is the Adult Education Officer, and she will deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. The skills for youth employment in the Caribbean sky-founded by the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, FCDO, aimed at improving the ability of young people, especially women, girls, and disadvantaged youth to improve their income by accessing skills leading to employment or self-employment. The program's objective was to deliver certified technical vocational educational training, TVET, to young people aged 15 to 30 within 3 years to improve their employability in sectors where there is evident demand for skilled workers. This includes established sectors such as hospitality and construction, as well as emerging labor markets. The Adult Education Division SKY project, with an allocated funding of $451,000 EC, commenced in February 2021 and concluded in January 2023. A total number of 31 courses were conducted in 7 districts island-wide. These courses were in 3 phases with a total of 365 participants, completing 210 males and 155 females. We thank the FCDO for making the funds available and the SKY team for their support. We also take this opportunity to thank our hardworking and dedicated facilitators who went beyond the call of duty and performed remarkably. During the course of this project, there were many partners with whom we worked closely to ensure its success. Special mention must be made of the Ministry of Governance, Public Service Reform, Citizen Empowerment and Ecclesiastic Affairs, Honorable Greta Robert, Minister, the Secretary to the Cabinet, Ms. Karen Prevost, and all the staff of the Ministry of Governance. The local government department for assisting us with transportation, and the clerks of the village councils who aided with advertising, registration and use of the venues, the Ministry of Education and the principals for allowing us the use of the venues and in some instances, the equipment. The business owners who accepted participants for short periods on job attachments, and members of the public and private sector, we say thank you. I would like to take this moment to congratulate the 642 young men and women for their hard work and commitment. We know that for some of you it's a great sacrifice, but you pulled through. The success of this program was highly dependent on your participation and willingness to contribute towards self-development. The Adult Education and the Youth Division will continue to work tirelessly to equip our youth and adult population to become more self-reliant. Let me at this point thank our Master of Ceremony for an outstanding coordination of this event, Mrs. Dion Jira-Smith, Ms. Tasha Pelletier for the singing of the national anthem, Father Nigel Karam for his blessings, Mr. Dan Pius John Baptist for your great performance, the Honorable Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte, Minister of State in the Ministry of Public Works, Public Utility and Digital Economy, and Parliamentary Representative of the Roseau South constituency for your warm welcome. A special thank you to the various speakers who gave addresses and remarks and impressions, Mr. Jules Pascal, the Skyridge representative, Mr. John Roach, Chief Youth Development Officer, Honorable Octavia Alfred, Minister for Education, Human Resource Planning, Vocational Training, and National Excellence, Honorable Greta Roberts, Minister for Culture, Youth, Sports, and Community Development. I would also like to extend sincere thanks to all the other members of Cabinet, the Cabinet Secretary, Permanent Secretaries, Heads of Departments, partners, and invited guests who graced us with your presence. Thanks to the management and staff of Youth Division and the Adult Education Division, please permit me to recognize my team, the staff of the Adult Education Division. Words can't express my gratitude. Special mention must be made of Mrs. Carol Childs-White of the Adult Education Division and Ms. Marcia Barron of the Youth Division for spearheading the SKY program. Thank you for your hard work and diligence. Thank you to you, the graduates, to your parents and guardians, loved ones, and all who have supported you in one way or the other. We say thank you. We are grateful to the media for the coverage of today's function. We hope that you will continue to broadcast the positive things that are available for our youth development. May God's blessings be with you. I wish you all success in your future endeavors and pray that you continue to help build our beautiful island, Dominica. Thank you.
Thank you to Ms. Nadia Pina for delivering the vote of thanks, and to all our speakers, to all of you who participated. Congratulations once again. Good afternoon. Thank you to Julian.
Thank you for having me with you this afternoon. I just want to big up my PS, Mr. Lucian Blackmore, big up. All right, man took personal interest in the setup and everything. That's a committee PS, my PS. And let's give him a round of applause, everybody. All right, don't forget we have snacks at the back of the stage. So you are welcome, everyone. Please, all the trainees, We have snacks at the back of the stage for you, so please come and get your snacks. Ivan Sil, big up.
It was a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Once again, with this, we thank each and every one of you for coming out and support Adult Division, Education Division. Once again, this live was brought to you by Emo News, and on behalf of the Emo News team, we are thankful and appreciative of the support that you have been giving us throughout the time. Once again, this is going to be the end of our live broadcast, and this live was brought to you by Emo News.
Product of the blood that my ancestors gave. I am flesh, Kalinago in the Pegua light. I am proud Mandingo in the darker night, I am white to Kabuli, native to the core, endowed with the free spirit of Nekmawa, favored with the gifts of freedom and birth. This I owe to the land of my birth, and I sing home from east with the rising sun to west when the day is done. This land is my home. Oh, I sing home from the mountains that gave her name. The hills from whence freedom came. This land is my home. 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 I am friend to the earth and sister to the sun, the water and the river, and I am one. I rise with the wind and fall with the rain. When my motherland cries, oh, I feel her pain. Oh, I feel her pain. I am blue as the